Hey, welcome to Broken World Entertainment. And after, of course, Deadpool and Wolverine came out and all the cameos were seen, one person stood out for a lot of people, and it was Channing Tatum as Gambit, because, of course, he's the superhero that never was, because Fox was trying to do the Gambit movie for so long, and they just could not get the thing off the ground. Channing Tatum stuck to it. He was desperate for it to happen, but every writer they brought in walked away, every director they brought in walked away, and the thing just did not happen. Kind of like the MCU's version of Blade. They just cannot get the thing going. Well, now it's sounding like Ryan Reynolds is pushing for Disney to actually greenlight the Gambit movie with Channing Tatum. And Channing Tatum apparently has come out and said there are discussions he's having with Kevin Feige over this possible idea. And Ryan Reynolds has now also chimed in saying if he's needed, he's in. So we'll have a look at this article, which is very, very short, oddly enough. But it's showing just what they're wanting to kind of do, or what Ryan Reynolds is willing to do to get this movie done. So it says, Deadpool and Wolverine star Ryan Reynolds reveals he's ready to return as Wade Wilson in an MCU Gambit movie starring Channing Tatum. In an Instagram story shared on his profile, Ryan Reynolds praises Deadpool and Wolverine actor Channing Tatum and shares his enthusiasm for the prospect of a Gambit movie. Reynolds says he's willing to collaborate with Tatum on Gambit in any capacity, regardless if it involves playing Deadpool or not. And Reynolds said this: it's impossible not to love and root for Channing Tatum. When he makes a Gambit movie, I'll return the favour. If he needs someone to carry sandbags, I'm in. If he needs a Deadpool, I can do that. Someone to provide fresh orange slices to the crew, no problem, name it. So that's what he's putting out there to really kind of hunker down on trying to obviously persuade Marvel to make this Gambit movie. He's also out there pushing for them to actually scrap basically the Mahershala Ali Blade and do a Logan style send off for Wesley Snipes Blade. I think a lot of people would be more interested in that, just not through Disney doing it, let's be fair. Gambit. Here's the thing about the Gambit movie. Number one, nobody had confidence in Channing Tatum being that character. Nobody. Which is probably one of the reasons they just could not get this thing off the ground. Is there was probably absolutely zero confidence in putting money forward to make a Gambit movie with Channing Tatum. Let's be honest here, Tatum does not put asses in seats in any capacity. And with the budgets on Marvel movies nowadays, the thing would probably cost over 200 million. Why would you gamble on that? It makes no sense. Second of all, and a lot of us have the same sentiment about this, including people who loved Deadpool and Wolverine. Almost everyone was agreeing that Gambit as Ryan Reynolds, or Channing Tatum as Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, truly showed why he should never play Gambit. He was horrendous in that movie. The accent he was trying to do, everything, it just, no. I'm sorry, no. Don't want it. Don't care about it. Don't even want a solo Gambit movie. You put Gambit in with the X-Men, fine. He's a secondary character. He's not a front and center character. And I love Gambit. He was one of my, next to Wolverine in the original series and stuff, the cartoon, he was next to Wolverine, he was my favourite. I loved Gambit. I loved the tension between Gambit and Wolverine. They were always bickering. They were like an old married couple, to be honest with you. But when they first announced the idea of doing a Gambit solo movie, I was even going, no, why would you do that? He's not that type of character. And then when they said Channing Tatum was going to be it, you're sitting there going, Magic Mike? Really? Are you serious? And then when you saw him in Deadpool and Wolverine, you're just like, hell no. No. Do not let this happen. And now they're all trying to go out of their way to make it happen. Please, for the love of God, don't let it happen. But there you are, that Ryan Reynolds seems to be trying to push for Disney to greenlight a Gambit with Channing Tatum. Tatum is apparently having conversations with Kevin Feige. God help us if we get an announcement that a Gambit movie, the MCU's version of a Gambit movie with Channing Tatum, is coming. Oh, I hope not. I truly hope not. There's probably people who did enjoy him in that movie. Would you want a full movie of him like that? Tell me honestly, there's not a hope in hell you'd want a full movie with him doing that version of Gambit. Anyway, there's the story on that. So, with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.